Excellent.
Okay, today we're going to take a look at this $4.99 Pi 4 case. Let's take a look. Here's our heat sinks. Give you a little screwdriver. This is what it looks like here. Very cheap and flimsy plastic, as you could guess. For $4.99, what are you going to get? Does have some little thick feet here, and comes with a fan, which is pretty good actually. Some instructions. Well, no instructions. I guess you don't need any with this thing. So I needed this. I got a Pi 4 here, right here. I put some heat sinks already on it. You see I did a great job on that one. I needed this for one of my arcade cabinets, so I needed a cheap case that had a fan, and came across this. Well, this piece, the air gate comes out, I guess, air vent here. Put that back. It looks like the fan is going to go into there, and we're just going to snap it on like that and put the 4 screws in. The fan here, holes here, looks like good room for the GPIO pins. Now the fan just goes over the knobs right there. Put the wires close to the GPIO pins on that side. You can determine whether you want the fan in or out. There's different trains of thought here. Blow the hot air out of the case or blow cold air from the outside into the case onto the processor. In this case, it looks like we have good air flow. I'm going to blow it down onto the processor, and I believe these fans blow out towards the sticker or this side, so the air is going to blow inward on this option I did here. Okay, so first thing I noticed, the screws that come with the fan are actually useless. They don't fit in these holes here, so I believe they just have all these fans that are standardized by some company. They buy the fans, comes with the screws, they package them in there, but we can't use them. So we put those aside, and what I noticed in here is more screws than the case housing screws. So we have these little ones right here that are going to be for the fan, and then these for the case here. I'm going to put this fan in. Short screws go for the fan. So now we have the fan. We already have the heat sinks. Kind of line it up here with the feet here. It doesn't really snap in. We can't forget to put this in, which makes sure this is facing up, this hole here, because that's where the SD card goes. Put that in there. Okay, after some fiddling, I mean, it doesn't snap, but it fits. And then let's get these screws in here. Gotta crank these pretty good, actually. Okay, so that's the case right there. Not bad. You got plenty of room here for your GPIO pins. All your ports are exposed like they should be. This lined up pretty well here. And SD card. Now let's run it for a little bit and see what the temperature readings are.
Okay, a couple things about this case here is that there is no mounting holes where you would put screws into, say, a back of a cabinet and then slide the case over. And I would be very careful with drilling holes, as this is very cheap plastic and you'll probably crack the whole thing. So I just used Velcro, and when I stuck it to my back of my cabinet, it worked fine. The other thing is the fan is actually very quiet on 5 volt. You can put it on the 3 volt and get it even quieter, but very light humming that you could hear. So it really wasn't that bad. Now, I'm going to do quick tests here. I'm not going to stress test this thing, because if you bought it to really push the Pi to the limits and you want to cool it with this case, it's not the right case. So we're just using it, or I'm just using it for light gaming, and we're going to check real quick what the GPU and the CPU temperatures are after just turning it on and waiting a couple minutes. Now, they do have temperature readings at the Pi terminal, RetroPie terminal, when you exit RetroPie, but I don't know how accurate those are. So you'll see on the first GPU temp, we have 40 degrees, and then we're going to test the CPU, and that equals about 41.8 degrees. That number is just divisible by 1,000 to equal 41.8 Celsius temperature. Now, after playing for about 30 minutes, I wanted to test it again, just some light gaming again, nothing very strenuous, and you see the temperature raised to 44 degrees Celsius. And then on the CPU, it went up to 43.8 degrees Celsius. So there you have it, some light heat testing. Really happy with the case for $499. So if you need a cheap case just to cool it a little bit, I think this is a good case. And thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more stuff on the Raspberry Pi 4. Thanks for watching.